Back to Smok'n Jay's Garage. Today's video was supposed to be an update on the pedal commander and would it help our 0 to 60 or 0 to 30 or quarter mile times, but I can't find my drag beat for some reason. So until I do, I've got to do something else. And another video that I had planned for you was a pre-filter. So about a year ago, I put a pre-filter on my air filter, and I want to see now, I'm going to pull it off, and I'm going to see what our actual air filter looks like, if it's stayed clean from the pre-filter or if it's just as dirty as it was, and I've got a brand new filter here to compare it with. So let's jump right into this. So I put this pre-filter on for two reasons. One of them was to try to keep the filter clean, and the other one was because I thought that the blue would kind of match the truck nicely. Now my old filter was starting to suck the headliner out of the truck, as you can see over there, and you can see I've got a spot on the pre-filter, and you can see there's like kind of dirt and grit sitting on it. But let's actually pull this filter off, if I can get it off, and let's see what it's going to look like. Now this filter fits in here really hard. It might take me a second to get it out. So we've got it off, but we got to try to wiggle it out of this spot. This is going to take me a minute, okay? Alright, there we go. They made that filter to just barely fit in there, so it's a pain in the ass to get it out. So we've got some stuff stuck on there. Our filter is not, our filter is pretty dirty. So this is all stuff that probably would have been on our filter. Now, prior to putting this filter in, I cleaned it using Roush's, actually I use K&N, because this is actually a Roush filter, but it's basically a K&N filter in the sense that it looks the same and it gets cleaned the same. So I used a K&N cleaner and I oiled it and I had it looking good, with the exception of there was a spot, I don't know exactly where it is, I'll have to pull the filter off to see, but there was a spot here where you could see it was kind of worn from where it was hitting on the hood. So for comparison, let's pull out a brand new Roush filter. See, that is the Roush filter. That is what it looks like, brand new. This has never been oiled, it's never been installed. Now the reason I got two is because I wanted to be able to switch them off when one was drying. So let's pull this pre-filter off and let's see what it looks like. Now this actual filter is 7 years old. So it's probably going to be faded a little bit. And it is definitely still dirty. But it is probably not as dirty as it would have been after a year. You can see there's quite a bit of dirt that's still in there, that's still stuck in there. So for comparison, brand new versus a year old with a pre-filter. Now again, this filter is 7 years old, so some of the fading in that red is going to be a little bit faded. So can you go a lot longer with an air filter? Most definitely, but you definitely cannot eliminate cleaning your air filter by using a pre-filter. So this one is going to have to be cleaned, obviously. And the reason that I'm doing this video now is because very shortly, I believe we are going to get rid of this Roush air filter and the Roush whole air intake, because for one of our winter projects, we are bringing this to Lindgren Supercars and they are going to fab us up a very fancy, cooler looking air filter, something we can use a bigger filter on. So a whole new elbow, everything, I think we're going to get that all new. Try to make it look nicer, try to get a little more performance out of it. That was also another reason why I wanted to do the drag bee now, because we're going to do a lot of work to this truck over the course of the winter, and I wanted to see the stock Roush times versus the modified ones that we are going to get in the future. So there would be a comparison there as well. So that's what you get for a pre-filter. So it kept our filter probably cleaner, but definitely did not eliminate the need for cleaning it. So if this video is helpful to you, go ahead and leave a comment below. Otherwise, if you're watching this video for the first time and you haven't already, if you're watching this channel for the first time and you haven't already, boom, please subscribe.